reality. As I said in the beginning, reality and expectation. He was not able to face if the reality is that I'm not supposed to do this. That is why he lost his life, but in a way which was very degrading. Shot dead, shot dead with the wrong thing. Who would like to glorify? And forget about that. What will be the reaction? Many times in our lives, we perform activities without thinking about the reaction. Like, that shoes come, nice shoes, just do it. They write it, right? So in our life, we think like that. Just do it. Don't worry about what is going to be in the future. And when the future, we face problems, and then we ask question, why God did this to me? Simple. So we have to face the reality. And reality is, even though you are a very honest person, even though you have not cheated anyone in your life, even though you are doing, all your taxes, everything you're doing properly, you're not cheating, you're not being any dishonest or nothing, but still, if you do not come near to reality, you will still have these consequences. I'll give you an example. There was a group of thieves. So they went somewhere, they steal everything, and they came back. So now they had a lot of things which they had stolen from some place. So they sat down all together. And the leader of the thieves said, let us divide this honestly. How do you feel when you hear this? You have the stolen things. What honesty are you talking about? And you're saying, let us divide this honestly. Similarly, unless we recognize the proprietorship of the Supreme Personality in everything, we are thieves. We cannot talk about honesty. A very simple example I'll tell you. One time, Srila Prabhupada, he was in Mayapur and he was on the terrace, he was just walking. And devotees brought one very big donut to meet him. You know what happens when the temple, somebody is donor, how is he treated? Oh, he's giving a lot of money. So he's giving garland or thing. Of course, sometimes you get garland without donation. See, he's giving garland, he's made to say, give some nice prasad because he's giving a lot of donation. So temple thinks that something can be done, but that's all. So they thought like, we'll bring to Prabhupada and Prabhupada will say, thank you, you're very nice, this, that. So Prabhupada was walking and he asked this person, so what is your business? He said, I'm in glass industry. I make glasses. So how do you make? And he said, I use this, I use that. Then he said, I use sand. And Prabhupada said, you are a thief. Just imagine, some donor has come and thinking that, I'm going to get some honor or this. Like say, suppose in our temple, now we are trying to construct a temple. And if a donor comes, okay, I'm ready to give you money for the entire land. And then devotees bring him to meet me. And I said, you are a useless person. The donor will say, I'll never see you again. Forget about your land. Prabhupada is saying you're a thief. So all the devotees were looking at each other. What happened is, we thought. So they went to Prabhupada and slowly in his ear they said, oh, Prabhupada, he's a donor. He gives money to the temple. So Prabhupada said, then you're a smaller thief. Why did Prabhupada say this? Because he said, you're taking sand that is belonging to Krishna, that belongs to God. What are you giving him? You think the sand is available. You're just taking it, but you're not giving anything. So it's a thief. He's a thief. Similarly, we can't show honesty just by saying that, I'm a very good person. Like I met one businessman in Africa. He said, I'm a very good person. I don't do anything wrong. I give my people everything. So why should I need God? So this tendency is not correct. That means you are talking about honesty of thieves. So that is why coming closer to reality is very important. And that is where Bhagavad-Gita plays a very important role. We all have heard about Bhagavad-Gita. Any of you do not know what is Bhagavad-Gita? First time you hear it, right? All of you know? I have to ask. One time I was traveling and an Indian was sitting next to me. And I thought, okay, let me preach to him. So I was talking, 15 minutes I was talking from Mahabharata. And he was, yes, yes. After 15 minutes, I thought I'm doing something wrong. Because somebody doesn't even ask anything. He's just saying, going on. Then I asked him, have you heard about Mahabharata? He said, no. I was thinking, my God, I should have asked first. Yeah? I kept on telling him about Bhishma, Dronacharya, Duryodhana. He didn't even knew what is this. He didn't know what is going on. That's why I thought, let me ask you, Bhagavad-Gita. So Bhagavad-Gita plays an important role in bringing us closer together. Bhagavad-Gita shows us the mirror. Arjuna was in confusion. He was thinking, he didn't know what to do, right? He's a warrior. For years he prepared. For 12 years when they were in forest, every day Arjuna was thinking, I'm going to kill them, to kill them. 1 year of exile, he was suffering. In the forest, they didn't suffer as much as in exile, 1 year, because they were not treated properly, right? See, in forest, if you are there, nobody is insulting you, it's okay, you can manage. But here, you will be chastised. You will, hey, just get lost. Why are you standing here? You're a servant. They were kings, Kshatriyas. To hear that, it's very difficult every day. So that 1 year was very difficult for Arjuna. Arjuna was thinking, I'm going to kill all the Kauravas and not. So person for 13 years who was just meditating day and night only to kill them, comes in front of them and says, I'm not going to kill them. Can you imagine? Like say, for example, for 13 years you are meditating, I will go to Switzerland, I'll go to Switzerland, I'll go to Switzerland. Yes. And now the opportunity comes. Here is the ticket, here is visa, here is your hotel booking. You don't have to pay anything. Just go enjoy. And you say, I don't think so, I should go. That was the condition of Arjuna. 13 years he was meditating, I'm going to kill them. And not that he was afraid because he thought I will not be able to kill them. He was not a coward. Thinking, maybe I will be killed, let me not go, I'm afraid. But still, he just saw them. And he remembered when they came, Kunti brought 5 of them. Nobody was there to protect them. So Kunti brought them at the gate of Hastinapur. And people refused to accept them as sons of Pandu Maharaj. So if something happened in the forest, how can we believe that they are sons of Pandu? Can you believe for a woman, she has to prove that these are, well, they may be your son, but they are the son of Pandu also. So for her, it was such a devastating. Take that. No, this has to be tested. Maybe we need a plastic. So this one is here only. So Arjuna was thinking that when we came to the gate of Hastinapur, 5 of us with our mother, small children, they said, you're not sons of Pandu. How can we believe? Why were they saying like that? Because if you are sons of Pandu, you're going to be in the royal family. They didn't want to accept it. Nobody had seen what happened in the forest. Somehow that was over. They were accepted. And then Arjuna says in one place in Mahabharata that for years I was thinking that Bhishma Dev is my father because he had not seen his father. Father died. So he was thinking my father is Bhishma Dev. He said I used to go out and play and I used to come. Bhishma used to wear white, clean dress and I used to come on his lap. I used to spoil this dress. He never said anything. And I used to call him Tat, father. He said after a long time he told me I'm not your father. And when I was in an age where I could understand. So then he told me I'm not your father. And that person I'm going to kill. He was so attached to Bhishma. Dronacharya, he taught me how to shoot and I'm going to kill him. So seeing all of them, he became bewildered. He said, I'm not going to kill him. Such a nice character, isn't it? Saintly character. And I don't want to kill them just for the land. Forget it. Let them take the land. I will go and beg. I'll go to the forest. Such saintly character. But Krishna refused to accept it. Now people get bewildered. Why did Krishna do this? He was such a nice. Gandhari said this. My Arjuna was so nice. Krishna spoiled him. And that is why at the end of Mahabharata war, Krishna was cursed by Gandhari. That it is all because of you. My sons, these Arjuna, Yudhishthira, they're so nice, but you spoiled them. That is why I curse you. Your family also will die fighting amongst each other. And you know what Krishna thought? Krishna told, thank you very much. He said, I was thinking, how will my family die? Because they are so powerful, no one can kill them. Now you've given me away. They'll fight amongst each other and we'll go back. So Arjuna, who was meditating for 13 years, just came and said, I will not. What was the reason? The reason was Arjuna was not ready to face the reality. And Krishna spoke Bhagavad-Gita. Reality. Brought him very close to reality. So what does Bhagavad-Gita, what role does it play? The first thing Bhagavad-Gita does is shows mirror to us. Right? Who you are. We think we are so great people. We are very nice people. We think like that. When you see mirror every day, what do you think? Tell me honestly. What do you think? No one will say. I'm the best. We feel that today I'm looking better than yesterday. That's all right. Yesterday my hairstyle was not good. See, I don't want to, see the mirror and think every day that my hairstyle is good today. That's why I have this hairstyle. Every day same hairstyle. No problem. So when we see the mirror, what happens? We see like that. We feel I'm the most beautiful personality. IAS interview. IAS interview, they ask anything. So the person entered. As he entered the room, just he had entered the room. So 3 people were sitting, and they were to have the interview. Anything to be done? Can you tell me?
Close or open?
Okay. इसको पीछे करना. What was happening with that?
Light is coming on.
बड़ा अच्छा लग रहा है ना. So when we see the mirror, or I was telling that person came inside. As soon as he came, people looked at him, said, Mr. whatever his name was, very ugly. Can you imagine? You are entering in an interview, tie, everything, perfume, etc., whatever, and very nicely. And as soon as you just entered, you're not even sat down. He said, "You're very ugly, Mr. So. How will you behave?" I was thinking, if I would be there, I would just throw the file to him. Get lost. I don't want your job. This, that. The person answered, "Oh, is it? But my mother used to say that you're the most beautiful child ever." And he was selected. This is, I mean, they see a lot of things. So after that, also interview was there. Not that he was only for that, but he was selected. So what happens is, for us, our child, or for us, me, I am the most beautiful person, right? Like sometimes even we think brahmacharis. Nothing is here, nothing is there. But we look at it, oh, I'm looking very nice. So, but anytime it happened that you look at the mirror and then you say, Papi, Adharmi, Neech. Anytime you saw, looked at yourself and, Naina, Bhagavad-Gita shows you such a way who you are. Because the problem with us is, unless we have our identification, unless we have our identity clearly, we will not be happy. Like, have you seen in movies, especially in Hindi movies, sometimes something happens, met with an accident, and the person forgets, right? And then, for 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, he's somewhere else, he doesn't remember. Then what they do, they take him to the places where they had sung some song and they sing that same song again. Whatever, like. So, and then by hearing that, he remembers, yes, oh, I was there, right? Seen this movie? Happens. So it is same thing here. We have forgotten. That is why Krishna gives us a song. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So powerful song that revives everything. So Bhagavad-Gita first thing shows you the mirror, but who you are. If we know that, we will know everything. We will know why bad things are happening to me in my life. We will know what I'm supposed to do in my life. We will know that why I'm here. We will know that where am I supposed to go. You see, our life is like that. There was a king. He appointed ministers. He wanted to keep everything happy, everyone happy. So he appointed so many ministers. So then one person came to him and he said, you have appointed all the ministers, once you have not appointed. He said, tell me, I'll appoint. Which one? He said, you have not appointed the minister for fools. There are fools in your country also. Why you're not appointing minister for them? He said, okay, get one fool, I will appoint him. So they brought one fool and they appointed him minister for fool. He was given a danda. Ministers are supposed to carry that danda. So he was now minister for fools. He was going around. So one day what happened is king was about to die. So king was lying down. So all the ministers were coming to see him. This minister did not come because he's a fool. So he didn't come. So then king said, call him also. King knew that he's a fool. Call him. So he came. He saw the king, king is lying down about to die, everyone's time. He said, king, what are you doing here? There's so much to be done. Why you're sleeping here? King, because he knew this person, so he didn't mind. He said, no, now I'm going. So where are you going? King, what will he answer? Where are you going? So king said, I'm going somewhere. I don't know, but I'm going. So no, you don't know and you're going. He said, okay, so have you prepared everything? Your wife, your children, are they going with you? King said, I'm going alone. I cannot take anyone there. Okay, have you taken your treasure? You're going, so you need money, etc. So have you taken everything with you? Your chariot, your money, your possessions, your gold, your silver. King said, where I'm going, I cannot take all this. She said, surprisingly. So you're going, but when you came, did you know where you came from? He said, no. So the person said, this Danda, Minister of Fools, actually belongs to you. He said, why? He said, from where you have come, you do not know. From where are you going now, you do not know. The whole life you worked hard to have the possessions, to have wife, children, and you knew very well they will not go with you. So then you are a fool. Why should I be called a fool? You are the greatest fool. Take this Danda. Bhagavad-Gita teaches us this, that you all need a Danda in your hand. Why? Because working so hard. And ultimately, we are not working for something which will go with us. Are you going to take these possessions? Are you going to take money? The other day I was telling, one day, the husband was dying, and husband said, all my amount in my bank, you should bury with me. I want to carry it with me. Wife said, okay, it's your money. So then husband died. So wife told her friend that, my husband said, and I'm a very, very chaste wife. My husband said that all his money, whatever is there in the bank, should be buried with him. So the friend said, are you crazy? He's dead now. You should use the money. Why are you wasting it? And she said, no, very chaste wife, I will give. He said, okay, it's your wish, your money, what can I say? So then when the time came, they were burying him. So the wife came and gave a small envelope. Said, this also has to be buried. The friend said, what's this? He said, money. He said, only this much. I mean, money, he was thinking that, in the bank, there will be millions of dollars or something like that. So she said, yes, I have written a check. Whenever he wants, he will withdraw. Very chaste. Change in reality. So we all know nothing will go with us. But then but something goes with us. Please remember, we don't go empty-handed. Right? As Alexander the Great said. Alexander? He was fighting. He was conquering. So he conquered practically the whole world. Thank you. This was a perfect timing. I'm talking about a king. The sound is right. King is coming. Thank you. Perfect. But let's not repeat it. King has already come.
Got a message for the king.
Communications is fast. So then Alexander, he was conquering all the places. So before coming to Asia, before conquering Asia, he went to one of his friends. We had a good big house. So he asked Alexander, so what's your plan? He said, I'm going to conquer Asia, Central Asia. Then what? Then I'll conquer India. Okay. Then what? He said, if I conquer India, then everything, I have conquered everyone, then I will sit and relax. So his friend said, you see, I have such a big house. Only me and my dog is staying here. If you want, you're welcome. Anyway, after doing all this, you're going to relax. Why don't you relax now? Come and relax. But Alexander did not hear. So he went on. Finally, he came to India to conquer India. And in India, what happened? Half the army died because of mosquito bite. There was no treatment for malaria at that time. So how the army? Doctor said, I'm sorry, we don't have anything. He said, I'll give you entire kingdom, please save me. Doctor said, I'm sorry, I can't do anything. So then he said, when you bury me with my hands up like this. I should be buried like that. So they said, why? He said, I want to give a message to the world that Alexander the Great conquered the world, but when he went empty-handed. Nothing to could get, the whole kingdom money. This is the message of Bhagavad-Gita showing you a mirror. But you don't carry anything of the world, but you definitely carry your karmas, your activities. So that's the Bhagavad-Gita second thing speaks about. That you have to perform some activities. Shows you who you are. Now you know who you are, because what happens is we are always in the bodily consciousness, right? We always are looking up spirit soul. Listen, I'm this, I'm that, I'm Rajesh, I'm this, right? Because we are identifying with the body. Even when we ask people, how is everybody in your house? It's a body, right? That's what you say, na? How is every body? Is just body is a swelling. So what you are asking, how is every body in your house? So now I'm telling you, Bhagavad Gita teaches we are not body. We should ask people. Don't ask how topic is okay. I am okay. Nobody said yes. Huh? What is it? For all the first two things you said yes. When I asked I'm okay, nobody said okay. That's very bad. So Bhagavad-Gita is teaching us this. First, it shows us the mirror, who you are. Then it teaches how to work in this world so that we can leave it peaceful. That's enough. So what we do in our life has an impact on the future. Let's take an example. A child is born disabled. What happens? The question comes, he is just born, he has not done anything. Why God is doing this to him? Very bad of him. I was with the students one time and I asked, tell me, they were not believing in karma. They said, we don't believe in karma. So I said, tell me why a child is born like that in a poor family. Sometimes a child is born in a poor family, and so poor that throughout the life, just to get one meal is very difficult for them. I visit Africa and I see people like that. Very, very poor condition. So why a child is born like that? So he said, oh, that is choice. I said, our choice, if I am given a choice, why will I choose to be a poor person? I will always choose to be the richest person, and everyone should be richest man. Why is it? So what happens is that we see that boy has been disabled, some problem, they are in poverty, we feel very bad for them. But we don't realize why it has happened. It is not that God is doing. He takes the living entity, souls like this, okay, you go there, you go there, you go there. It is we who are doing our activities and we suffer for that. So in this life, if you do some wrong activities, next life when you are like that, you don't realize, you only question why like that. It is said very clearly, if you go into the details of the law of karma, that if you have taken loan in this life and you do not repay to that person the loan, that person becomes your son next time, your child next time. And throughout the life, you will be sick. And you'll go on paying money to God. Now people don't realize why this has happened. It is your mistake. You had taken the loan, you didn't get, right? Many times people feel that it's okay. You have not given, what difference does it make? Police may not catch you, but there are rules for this world. And that is the third thing Krishna teaches in Bhagavad-Gita, that there are rules for this world. It's just not just going on its own. That by chance, nothing happens by chance, right? Scientists say this world come out of Big Bang Theory. Have you heard of Big Bang Theory? We all read in our schools, right? Big Bang Theory. So when I joined ISKCON and I wanted to make now a temple, so now I studied Big Bang Theory properly. Why? Because I want to make a beautiful temple. So I'm thinking of a good place where I can have a bomb planted and then there will be a big bang, and after that, beautiful temple will appear. That's Big Bang Theory, isn't it? It was a big bang and the whole world appeared. So when the whole world can come, why not the temple? So I'm looking for a bomb. If you have any big one, so that there's a blast, big blast, and then temple will come. This is foolish theory. So people should understand that there are laws going on. Everything is governed by laws. There are laws of material nature. This world is not just like that. You see, sun rises on time, isn't it? Even today, we can tell after 10 years what time the sun will rise. How is it possible? I do not know tomorrow what time I will rise. Right? What time I'll wake up, I do not know. But sun will come at this time after 10 years, I can tell you now. How is it possible? There are laws, right? We know now this is winter, then summer will come, then rainy season will come, all these things. It's going on. So there is a whole system here in this world. And there are rules for that. If you break the rules, you will be punished. So Bhagavad-Gita teaches us this is the third thing. Are you remembering what was the first thing Bhagavad-Gita shows us?
Mirror.
Second, activities. Art of living.
Living.
Act in a way where you can live. Because in the scripture, in the Shastras, this world is compared to a prison house. So prison house without walls. And we are so happy here, right? एक के बाद एक बेड़ियां डालते जाते हैं हम लोग, right? खुशी खुशी में होता है कि नहीं? सबसे अच्छा उदाहरण इसका क्या है कि हम खुशी खुशी बेड़ियां डालते हैं, आबैल मुझे मार, क्या उदाहरण है? हाँ? You said? Thank you very much. Wonderful. You should be sitting here. You will speak out of experience. So ऐसे बोल, शायद is perfect example of आदर. No, but still everyone does it. Yeah. Very nice, wonderful. तो कोई problem नहीं. तो फिर हम उस बैल को टेम कर सकते, right? जैसे आ बैल मुझे मार था, अगर भक्त बन गए तो वही बैल खेती करना शुरू करता है. Very good. So yeah, this is an example. In this world we are staying, and we go on putting all the shackles, right? बेड़ियां खुशी खुशी अभी बंधने जा रहे हैं, बैंड बाजा बजा कर जाते हैं. Good example. So Bhagavad-Gita is teaching us that there are rules. This is a prison house. You have to go out. Don't be happy here. आपको जेल में डाल दिया जाए and you said कि ठीक है मुझे खाने को मिल रहा है. No, you cannot be happy. You have to go out. So go out of this world. That's why Krishna speaks. But when you go out of this world, then where will you go? And Krishna, Vyakto Vyaktat Sanatanaha. So beyond this world, there is a world, spiritual world. जैसे आप लोगों ने बचपन में गाना सुना था, आज चल के तुझे मैं लेके चलूं ऐसे गगन के तले, जहाँ गम भी ना हो, आंसू भी ना हो, बस प्यार ही हो. Tell me honestly, कौन सी जगह ऐसी दुनिया छूट यहाँ है? Krishna is telling the same thing. लेके चलूं मैं तुझे, ठीक है, ऐसे गगन के तले. So there is a spiritual world called Vaikuntha. Vaikuntha means there is no Kuntha. Kuntha means miseries. Just imagine for a few seconds, we are in a place where we are not going to die. We are not going to have problems like diseases like corona. We are not going to have birth. We are not going to be, old. How nice that place will be. How many of you want to become old? So, बहुत हो गया, young रह रहे. You think like that? कब बूढ़ा होऊंगा? फिर होना पड़ता है. उल्टा व्यक्ति सोचता है. People think I don't want to be old, right? We keep thinking we are young. हमें भी ऐसा लगता था बहुत साल से. I'm still young. अभी तो कॉलेज से बाहर आए. Till one incident happened. I was telling the other day also. I was traveling in the train. There was a lady who was newly married, looked like with a dress and all, newly married. And then she was keeping her luggage. I was sitting in the train here, and I wanted to go out. And with her, there was her father or maybe father-in-law. Somebody was there. So I was thinking I'm too young, and I got up so that father is telling this lady, बेटा जरा अंकल को जाने दो. Like, अंकल. तो छोटे बच्चे को बोलो तो ठीक है. She's married lady, उनको अंकल. क्या करे, गाल सफेद हो रहे हैं. So we all think we want to remain young, but see, a place where you will not become old, you will not get disease, you will not die, you will not even take birth. Then you all will be thinking this is all imagination, cannot happen. But let me tell you, even in this universe, there is a place called black hole, which is identified by the scientists, and they say that aging process stops there because of the climate there. So if it can happen here, why not in the spiritual world? Krishna has spiritual world and he's inviting us. So Bhagavad-Gita is an invitation to us. Please do not remain in this prison house. I have a place for you. Nice place. No miseries. You can always be happy. So for a few seconds, if you think we are in a place where we are always happy, we have no miseries, how will that place be? You don't have to work for eating, right? Yeah, there are some problems are there because everything remains same there, eternal. So for mothers, there is a big problem. If your child is 6 months old, after 10,000 years also, he will remain 6 months old. And then you have to carry the child all the time. But that's not a problem there. So spiritual world, Krishna says, is a world where there are no miseries. So Bhagavad Gita is an invitation there. And Srila Prabhupada, he took the message of Bhagavad Gita and he went to the West. Why not in India? Why he didn't start in India? Many times people think that ISKCON started in America, it's an American company or something like that. Prabhupada started in India. He's an Indian person. He started in India. But then Indians were not ready to accept because at that time we were all enamored, we were all attracted by foreign things, imported things. Right? Now also you are. Now also. One time a person brought a sari for his wife. I know. He said he went to Singapore or somewhere and bought a sari for her. She was very happy, and when she was looking, that sari was about 5,000 rupees or 8,000 rupees. And when she was looking, she said, this sari is available in the market for 200 rupees. Because what happens is, product goes from here to USA, and then from there they put it made in USA, and then people bring it back imported. Because we are so enamored. If you go from here to India, people expect something. Oh, this is brought from there. Dubai se laya, yahan se laya. So Prabhupada at that time also he was trying to give this to Indians, they didn't accept. So Prabhupada said, let me import it. So जैसे वो साड़ी वहाँ बनती है भारत में, फिर उसको वहाँ जाके स्टैंप लगाते हैं. Same thing. The knowledge of India was taken by Prabhupada to America and he put it there, made in India, and then brought back. Everyone was ready to accept. The knowledge of Bhagavad Gita was spread by Srila Prabhupada single-handed. You cannot imagine. We talk about success. We talk about someone becoming very powerful industrialist businessman, earning so much money. Prabhupada started a company where everyone is working without payment. Now you all are working in a company. If your company tomorrow says, we are not going to pay you, how long will you work? Not even a day, isn't it? Not that you love your boss. I can't live without seeing you, right? I know what you, I'm not using the word about so against not love than what you do, but it's okay. Prabhupada made a company where everyone gets up at 4:30 in the morning, start their work. They work throughout the day without salary. Who can do this? And all over the world, just because he had the power of Bhagavad Gita. He had the faith in Lord Krishna. And he could do so much. Single-handedly, without any support. He didn't have money. He didn't have followers. He didn't have all arrangements. He went alone, looking where I can preach. He did not know whom will I preach. When he got down in USA, he didn't know whether to go left or right because nothing was there. When I came here, everything was arranged, right? People were standing to welcome me. Outside there was vehicle, came, programs are arranged, everything. For Prabhupada, nothing was there. Only faith in Bhagavad Gita and Krishna. And with that, he changed the entire world. He gave this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita to the people, who you are, how you're supposed to live, what are the laws, and where you're supposed to go. And he changed the entire. And even today, through International Society for Krishna Consciousness ISKCON, we are just following in the footsteps of Srila Prabhupada, trying to change the world, not externally, but we are trying to change their heart. Contamination is in the heart. So we are trying to change that. And that is the mission, that is the purpose which we are carrying with us. So I request all of you, take this process. Prabhupada went everywhere, to America. People didn't know about anything Bhagavad-Gita, at least you all know Bhagavad-Gita. And he told them, please take this seriously. And they took seriously. See what they have done. Their lives have changed. So please take this process seriously. It's a very simple process. Begins by chanting the Holy. Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
We don't have any secret mantras. Which you give me $5,000, I'll give you a secret mantra. No need. We have open mantra for everyone. No need of giving anything. Just accept. We are giving you free of cost. Accept this mantra. Chant this mantra. And few things in your life, in your day-to-day life. Before you eat anything, offer it to the Lord, like you kept it. But this is kept only when the program is there. Other times, every day, before eating, give it to the Lord and accept it as prasad. In North India, how many of you are from North India? Any of you? Okay. In North India, we have a system. Every day in front of the Lord, we keep sugar in some small ball, right? Krishna, you'll be happy with sugar. And what are we eating? Puri, sabji, everything. Whatever you eat, give it to Krishna. Of course, patram pushpam phalam toy. One time when I said this in a college, whatever you eat, you should offer. One boy came to me later, very sincerely asked, Prabhu, I like chicken. Can I offer it to Krishna? And I was just thinking what to answer, but he was very sincerely asking. So I told him that in this time in Bhagavad-Gita, Krishna says, Patram pushpam phalam toyam. 4 things you can offer me. Patram means leaf, pushpam means flower, toyam means water, and phalam means fruit. This you can offer me, like vegetables, etc. There, patram pushpam phalam. I said, maybe next time when Krishna speaks about Bhagavad Gita, and if he includes andam, meetam, matanam, then you can ask. So offer what can be offered and have it. Just by doing that, your life will be successful. You will learn the art of living. You learn about yourself, and then that is the real success of it. Thank you very much. I don't think so. We have time for question answers. Right? We're already late, or
It's 10:30 now.
purposely did it. You purposely did it, or what is it? So that I should not cheat.
Yeah, we can take any question. 1 or 2 questions. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
One question.
Regarding the karma and the destiny, lots of debate is there. Whether the karma is following destiny or destiny is already defined what to the karma. So does it mean the karma of today is the destiny of tomorrow? How to first?
Say, look, suppose you earn a lot of money now, then you go and deposit it, go on depositing in the bank. And then from that bank, you're withdrawing something for every month. Say, for example, you are earning 5 lakh rupees a month. You deposit it in a month bank. And from that, you are withdrawing 1 lakh rupees a month for your monthly expenses. At the same time, next month again 5 lakh will be going to withdraw 1 lakh. That's how the life goes on. Karma is like a bank. So whatever you're performing, karma activities, the reaction is being deposited, like 5 lakh rupees. That is being deposited. Then what happens for this lifetime? You withdraw something, 1 lakh rupees. That is called destiny. So there's no difference. Karmic reactions, they are accumulated for millions of lifetimes. From that, what you are getting only for this lifetime is called destiny. So, like Chanakya Pandit says, before a child is born, 5 things are born. Ayur balam cha vittam cha vidyanidhaname cha panchatani srijjanti. Says 5 things before child is born takes birth. Srijan. What are these? Ayu. What will be your ayu? Balam. What will be your strength? Vidya. Ayu balam cha vittam cha. Vitta. Money. Vidya. Knowledge. And nidhan. The time you die. So they are already. So this is called destiny. But this destiny comes due to karma. What you performed in previous lives. Now, very important thing. When we talk of that, okay, you're withdrawing 1 lakh rupees. So that means everything is fixed in our life. Just now I said, if everything is fixed in a, sometimes there is Bhagwan ki ichha ke bina patta bhi nahi hota, right? So everything is fixed in our life. So suppose everything is fixed. So are we going to just live our life like that? Nothing will be changing. If that is the thing, then why read Bhagavad-Gita? Because even after reading Bhagavad-Gita, you're going to do something is fixed in your life. So here one should understand very clearly the law. Certain things are fixed in your life, certain things are not fixed. It is a wrong conception to say everything is fixed. Log apna bhagya likha kar laaye. Everything is not fixed in our life. Situations are fixed. How you react to the situation is not fixed. Say for example, suddenly you get 1 crore rupees in your life. This is called destiny. Is it someone is coming? Let them come.
This might
Be okay. Very important person. Everything stopped. Let him see. So say for example, you get 1 crore rupees. This is called destiny. You were not supposed to get, suddenly you get. What you do with that 1 crore is not fixed. You may use it for your enjoyment. You may use it for building house. You may use it for giving to temple, whatever. That is called free will. Because if everything is fixed in our life, then we will not have free will. Where is the free will? Then we are just like robots. But we are not robots. So there is free will and there are destiny. Destiny can be changed. And it can be changed only if you approach a higher authority. Say in India, there is a rule. Can you keep quiet for some time? 5 minutes time. In India, there is a rule that if Supreme Court gives you capital punishment, you know what's a capital punishment? Hang to death. You know, nowadays they have to write hang till death. Before they were not writing. So there was a person who was having the case going on. So he hired the best lawyer. But all the evidences were against him. He told that I'm promising you, I'm telling you truth, I've not committed, although all the evidences are against me. So please save me. So the lawyer had faith. This guy is saying something. He said, okay, I'll save you. So then the courtroom which was going on and they were presenting evidences and everything against him. And he was not even speaking, this lawyer. So one hearing, second hearing, third, he didn't speak anything. He's just sitting. And so then this person asked, hey, I'm paying you so heavy amount. What are you doing? You're not even speaking. I said, don't worry. Don't worry, I'll handle it. So then it went on. He didn't speak at all. And this guy was so angry. Why did I hire you? I said, don't worry, I'll handle it. Finally, the day of judgment came. So the judge is giving the judgment now. He's about to give everything against him. He didn't speak anything. So judge gave the judgment. He has done the punishment, hang him. So then this guy was like so furious. I've been telling you, you didn't do anything. He said, don't worry, I'll handle. He said, what do you handle now? Punishment has been given. I'm going to be hanged. So then the day came. And when the punishment is given, lawyers also stand. So this lawyer and this guy was looking at him, because of you, I paid so much, you didn't do anything. So then they took him. And then countdown. and then he was hanged. As he was hanged, he went down. This lawyer was standing there. He rushed there and he held him and brought him up. Everyone was saying, "What are you doing? This is against the law. You are insulting the court." So then this lawyer said, "No, please read the order. Order says hang him. You've already hanged him. Now you cannot do it." The guy was sick. That was his brain. Because he knew all the evidences are against, I can't do anything. But the order was hang him. Hang him. So after that, they started writing hang till death. If you write just hang him, then he can be sick. So anyway, the point is, if Supreme Court is giving the order hang till death, then there is no court in the whole of India who can change that order. But if that person gives a petition, mercy petition to the President of India, he has the power. No one can ask President, how did you change the order? Similarly, destiny is Supreme Court order. But if you approach the Supreme President, Shri Krishna, he can change it. No one can stop. So bhakti is the only way by which we can change our destiny. And that is what we are trying to do. And that is the reason Krishna gives Bhagavad-Gita. That is the reason whole path of Bhagavad. Okay? Thank you very much. I'm sorry I have to leave.